So, Keith, help me understand, how did you come up with the idea of this workshop?
At the moment, there's a lot of people, I think, who are coming along, and I'm dealing with in the coaching capacity, who are not necessarily afraid, but certainly anxious about what's going to happen with this end of lockdown and the return to normality. And so I was thinking how best to help them. And I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if we merged somehow your skill sets, which are with neuro-linguistic programming, which I know is incredibly powerful, with some of the other, perhaps more traditional, but certainly valuable coaching processes, and put them together in some sort of package so that people who were stuck or a little afraid and staying in the shadows, could actually feel more confident. They could get out there, they could do things, and ultimately go even further than that by setting and achieving their goals. So it sounds grandiose, it sounds big, but it's perfectly feasible, and I'm excited to be a part of it. So Pip, what did you think when we put this idea to you?
Well, Keith, it's always a pleasure when you pick up the phone or send us an email, obviously. I think it's really poignant. I think it's really relevant. And I think one of the things that happened to me, and interestingly, that you already used the word twice, is I went into think mode. So I almost internalized it and started thinking to myself how the lockdown has had an impact for me and people that I know. And really almost stepping outside to witness or observe the process I went through and how my internal dialogue absolutely influenced my thinking. And being able to kind of or think back to times through the last year when I've either felt very empowered and very motivated, or the complete opposite. And what's the thing that's influenced that for me? And it's what I'm telling myself. It's the narrative I play out, the story I tell myself. And that this would be an amazing opportunity, Keith, to really look at how, for any of us, how our internal dialogue, the thoughts that we have, totally impact our actions. And they do that initially by impacting our physiology, which of course, Jules, is an area that you're, pretty passionate about.
Yeah, really, really am passionate about it. And I don't think you can underestimate the power of that mind-body connection. Um, and just how one feeds the other. And I know for me personally over the last year, and as we start emerging out of this lockdown, one of the most powerful things, and you use the word, is feeling empowered to move forward. And there are many times and many excuses that can be found from what's going on here, I can't be bothered, what's the point, to actually now starting to think, how can I change that, and what impact is that going to have? So for me, it's simple things such as sitting down and just taking time to think about, how am I feeling right now? If I'm stressed, if I'm anxious, what can I do about that? It might be that I take it right back to, breathing, just taking a moment to do some breathing exercises, or putting on the trainers and going for a run, knowing that mind-body connection is really important to me, and how good I'm going to feel afterwards, which will then motivate me to continue feeling, yeah, I can and I will, and I'm going to move on doing this. So I think you're right. I'm really passionate about that mind-body connection. And as we're moving out of lockdown, it's even more important that there is that synergy and that connection there. And also that level of confidence.
Yeah.
We've been in this place, and now suddenly we're stepping out into the world again. And we want to do that with that level of, here I am, that level of confidence to feel we can move forward in the way that we want to. And I know, Keith, for you, that's actually a lot to do with how you coach when it comes to moving forward.
What I think is, it's almost a question of identifying people who are prepared to put their hands up and say, look, I have been existing. I've been doing what I needed to do. It's been painful. It's been difficult, but now I know things are going to change. Almost like a rebirth in a sense. I don't know what this new world's going to look like, but I've got certain things that now I know I want to do. I've got certain goals that I want to meet. There's things that I haven't been doing before that I didn't consider were so important. But because of this lockdown and the period I've spent at home, I now realize it's extremely important to me. So one of the things I really want to help, with your help, other people to do is to set goals, realistic goals. I might want to be the centre forward for England, but I'm just a little bit too old for it, and certainly don't have the talent, so that's not going to happen.
Got
but
the
there
legs,
are certain very kind. I didn't think you'd notice, but the fact is that you can set goals, stretch goals. You can set difficult goals for yourself, but realistic goals, and you can meet them. Why do I say that, and how do I know that? Because I have, and through your good help, that has been a part of it. So I know the power of NLP plus the power of coaching will definitely allow many people who join our course to set themselves goals and reach them and be happier as a result. That can't be a bad thing.
Not a bad thing, only a good thing.
Fabulous.